When my daughter Emily first mentioned her new friend, I thought nothing of it. Kids have imaginary friends all the time, right? But as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, I began to notice things that made my skin crawl. "Mommy, Lily says she doesn't like it when you close the closet door," Emily said one night as I tucked her into bed. Her wide, innocent eyes looked up at me, and I forced a smile. "Well, Lily will just have to get used to it," I replied, trying to sound cheerful. But as I turned off the light and closed the door, I couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was watching me. It started with small things. Emily's toys would be moved around her room, even though I knew I had put them away. Her drawings became darker, filled with shadowy figures and red scribbles. And then there were the whispers. At first I thought it was just the wind, but soon I realized they were coming from Emily's room. One night I decided to confront Emily about Lily. "Sweetie, can you tell me more about Lily?" I asked as I sat on the edge of her bed. Emily's face lit up. "Lily is my best friend. She has long black hair and wears a white dress. She used to live here a long time ago." A chill ran down my spine. "What do you mean she used to live here?" Emily shrugged. "She told me her family was very mean to her, so she had to go away. But now she's back, and she wants to play with me forever." I felt a knot in my stomach. "Emily, I think it's time we said goodbye to Lily." Emily's eyes filled with tears. "No, Mommy! Lily says if you make her leave, she'll be very angry." That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing the whispers, growing louder and more insistent. I decided to do some research on our house's history. What I found made my blood run cold. In the early 1900s, a young girl named Lillian had lived in our house. Her family was abusive, and one night, in a fit of rage, her father had locked her in the closet. She never came out. Her body was found weeks later, and her spirit was said to haunt the house, seeking revenge on anyone who tried to make her leave. I knew I had to do something. I couldn't let this vengeful spirit harm my daughter. I reached out to a local paranormal expert who agreed to come to our house the next day. When the expert arrived, he immediately sensed the presence of a dark entity. "This spirit is very powerful and very angry," he said. "We need to perform a cleansing ritual to banish her." As we prepared for the ritual, Emily watched us with a mix of curiosity and fear. "Mommy, Lily says she won't go away. She says she'll hurt you if you try." I hugged Emily tightly. "Everything will be okay, sweetie, I promise." The ritual began, and the air grew thick with tension. The expert chanted in a language I didn't understand, and I could feel the temperature drop. Suddenly, a deafening scream filled the room, and the lights flickered. "Lily, you are not welcome here," the expert shouted. "You must leave this place and find peace." The room shook, and I held Emily close, praying for it to end. Finally, with one last ear-piercing scream, the room fell silent. The air felt lighter, and the oppressive presence was gone. The expert looked exhausted but relieved. "It's over. She's gone." Emily looked up at me, her eyes wide. "Mommy, is Lily really gone?" I nodded, tears streaming down my face. "Yes, sweetie, she's gone." From that day on, Emily never mentioned Lily again. The whispers stopped, and our house felt like a home once more. But every now and then, when I walk past Emily's room at night, I can't help but glance at the closet, half expecting to see a pair of angry eyes staring back at me.